Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B Farm Thinking Right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. I got my own philosophy, own philosophical concept I'm gonna run by today. This ought to be some fun. So sit down and get comfortable because I got something for you today that's gonna be a little different. Hopefully you'll understand it. Hope I can make my point and get the lesson in the way it's intended to change your perspective about certain things. There you go, aka enlighten you. Let's rock. Right isms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? So let's get it together and I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I get through, because that's what I do. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my yacht be true. I had a phrase I came up with a few years ago from studying and coming up. Again, I'm a conceptualist. I just take concepts from different perspectives and try to put them together and make sense and make a lesson out of it. This I came up with. Right thinkers, let's talk about heart-mind coherence. AKA, we call it Nehast. That's knowing thyself through what daily practice and putting to use the philosophy that you're learning every day, and you will become what? A master of self by putting the heart and mind together as one in the body and bringing it to what? Full potential of what it is. Let's go. Talk about it. Mind, body, and soul. Remember the mind, body, and spirit? Okay, you nourish all of them in what? To keep the body in upright position, body in motion, stays in motion, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm not no health man. I'm not none of that nonsense. I'm just a philosophical conceptual man. So I'm going to give it to you philosophically and conceptually. Everything I say or do ain't what I do. I'm just trying to break it down to you if you understand it. Let's go. So mind, body, and spirit. You have God, which is spirit. Man, which is the mind and the body, but the physical body don't leave earth. The consciousness, the spirit, and the consciousness does, dependent. They can go together or when they separate, the consciousness get destroyed by Amen conceptually, and your spirit go find another body. That's all reincarnation concept. So moving on, we ain't got to play that game. But I give you the concept of the mind, the heart-mind coherence. Why? Because the goal for all life, aka human beings, who in the spirit, in the flesh, we're human. We're here to have an experience. They call it the human. We're spiritual beings, come in the physical form in the body to have what? A test experience. And the test is to pass the test. What? You have to gain what? Knowledge of self. Awaken your consciousness, become knowledge with the spirit, unite them as one. God is here. Man is here. When man and God come together, that's the spiritual marriage they call it. That's the union that you have to have. And that's the purpose of, in the East, meditation does that for you. Okay? That's where God dwells, in the higher consciousness of the man, of the mind, that in order to reach him, you either got to go in that deep sleep mode or meditation mode. Did you know that? And since the religions, Christians don't advocate meditating, I got issue with that, but that I do. So I can say my philosophy includes meditation time, me communing with God, not praying. I pray every day, but I also meditate. One without the other to me don't make sense. But again, when you're having a human experience, the way here is to what? Become conscious of who you are. And there's ways to do that. We've got the blueprint from thousands of years. I'm using a philosophy that wisdom is dead, as far as we're concerned, and all with me is alive. When you're spiritually enlightened, and I tell my pastor, I found God. I got to God through what? A philosophy that I practice. Not through going to church. No, I got mine through reading and practicing. Simple as that. Implementing what I practice, and I became enlightened. So I understand what? It's more than one way to get to God. How about that? That's what I do know. Okay? But guess what? My pastor got his way. I got my way. You can take his way, take my way. Either way, we can get you to God. That's my point. How about that? So now, when you know God, and you are what? One, you become enlightened. We don't know that until what? We come to understand it by what? Experiencing it, learning it, implementing it, and then you find out for yourself. It's called a mystical experience. Okay? Some people have near-death experience. No, oh, God saved me. God spared me. All in the mind. Now, right thinking and Makadu living, that means you practice what you're thinking. You practice what you're learning. And that's what being spiritually disciplined. I'm not going to revert back to doing what I used to do for certain. No, I'm not doing that. Well, I know better now. If you knew better, you should do better. To know better and not do better means nothing. So to learn something, know something, and not implement it is a waste of your time. I tell you that all the time. Why know what you learn or learn what you learn and don't use it? Makes no sense. And in life, the one thing you need to master is yourself. And if you don't think that's important, okay, reincarnation is in line for you. Heart-mind coherence. Heart, mind, God, man. They come together as one, and that's becoming one with what? Your higher self. Your higher self is here. This is you. This is yours. He gave you that. Okay? But when this connects with that, now you connected with what? Your higher self. This is a conscious mind. This is a conscious, period. Pure. Okay? Untouched. Now, when your mind wants what the heart wants, that's a beautiful thing. That's bliss. Why? Now you're in sync with what? With God. When you do what you're supposed to do, and your heart is pure because you do everything from the heart, your intentions lie here. You can say this, you can think what you want, but all intentions lie in the heart. That's why at Judgment Day, they judge you by the contents of your heart. Okay? That's why. And they understood that thousands of years ago. We just figuring stuff out. Oh, we know something. No, they've been knowing that a long time. Moving on. But I'm trying to get you to know it for yourself. And they say what? Living and studying daily. Why you do that? To show thyself approved and worthy of what? Being blessed. I just put the lesson out. If you're a true servant of God, you don't work for a paycheck. You work for blessings. I'm blessed every day. Can you say that? I know at least one other person. I know two people who will say that in affirmative. Okay? And I talk to them both pretty much on a regular basis. Okay? And when you become conscious of who you are, and by the work, the action that you do, you're doing it why? Because you've benefiting from it. Nobody needs to know that, okay? I don't tell you, but I tell you I'm blessed every day. Why? Because good things happen that I need in my life every day. That's why. I ain't got to make nothing up. I ain't got to tell you a whole bunch of fabricated nonsense. That's a waste of my time too, and yours. So, daily meditation is my personal way of what? Mastering my heart and my coherence, putting them on the same page, so to speak, connecting them, getting them together in their time internally, okay? That's meditation time. I don't need to talk to God, okay? Telepathically, I communicate my thoughts to him. That's how I communicate with God. Always understood that. I never pray out loud. If you want to pray, I'm calling my pastor. Why? That's what he do. That's not what I do. You want healing? I'm calling my pastor. Why? That's what he do. I just give concepts. I just give you philosophy that you can practice. That's as far as I'm going. Why? What I give you, I practice. That's why. I ain't got to go no further. That's all. That's all I got for you. So is that. Okay. And again, daily meditation does it for me. And my personal daily meditation helps me to clear my mind of what? Useless thoughts, concepts that don't do. Flesh it out. Delete it. Just get rid of it. I got to keep I got shows lined up. I got to keep deleting them. Why? Because they start filling up. You got to just get rid of them. Oh, don't do that, man. Moving on again. Everybody has a better idea about what somebody else should do. Take that idea and use it for yourself. Don't give nobody else your great ideas. Use them. That's why I practice what I teach. And by clearing my mind, I'm satisfying my heart desires by what? Communion with God, becoming one with God, doing that state of meditation. I see my dude have a 5-10 minute set. I love that. Why? If you know how to go inside yourself, I can stop and drop it down and go right into my meditative mode. That's self-mastery. You can control it. You can move your chi. All that's practice. So when you need to do it, you can do it like that. Why do you think NFL, NBA, anybody, they spend all their time, practicing. So when it's game time, if you practice like you play, if you mentally put yourself in a state of mind where you play the way you practice, then you will do the same thing. Repetition is called muscle memory. In baseball, if you hit that ball 3 times out of 10, you're doing good. That means 7 times you strike out, line out, whatever. But you're still successful 3 out of 10 times. Okay? They take the average. Okay? But again, in life, I want to be 100%. I want the bullseye every time. I want to hit that bullseye every time. Why? If you do right, live right, you hit the bullseye, ring the bell every time. That's why. And you can control that. It's all in your actions. So that's what you control. You. All right? But it takes mental understanding. Your heart conscious, this here is spelled Coscience. I mean, it's been proven to do what they say do. Your mind, your heart conscious mind from here is smarter and bigger. Now been proven by scientists, all that good stuff. My man Great and got all this stuff. It's been proven that the heart mind is bigger and can hold more capacity than the mind in our heads, okay? And bigger than your own conscious mind. That means man still can't supersede God. You got 2 hemispheres. You got this one thing here, and you still can't beat it out. So what they tell you, you work with it. You don't compete with it. If the heart want what the heart want, the mind better get in line. That's what you call confusion. When the heart wants one thing and the mind don't want that, Scooby-Doo, rut roll. Yeah, you got confusion within your own self. God, again, and scientists, my man Neil deGrasse, don't argue this. God is spirit. We know that. It's life. He's in everything that lives. That's God. Consciousness means what? To be aware, to know. I'll say God is all-knowing, all-present. We know the spirit is present, and consciousness is all-knowing. I'll give you a quick lesson. Do you know that the air that we breathe is conscious? It gives us consciousness. What are you talking about? Again, when you don't study and learn and listen to people who are proficient in what they do, my man broke it down, clears the bell. Watch this. If you start breathing for 4 minutes, don't inhale, don't exhale. 4 minutes, shut it down. What will happen? Oh, your brain ain't going to shut down. The heart won't shut down. You become unconscious. I mean, you won't be aware. You won't be able to function. Okay, why? Because you need air. Why? Consciousness is in the air. Hello. When you make a point, you ain't got to argue and debate and care about somebody's feelings and what they think. Get the facts. The facts speak for themselves. That's why I don't do the arguing thing. If you're gonna give me an opinion, we're going to have an argument. I don't do opinions. Okay, like armpits and buttholes. We all got them. Don't need yours. Got my own. Okay, we can share facts. Okay, we can have conversation respectfully. Other than that, I got no use for you. If I can't learn from you or teach you, we got no need to communicate. Moving on. That's how I roll. And we understand there's 2 things that make God: spirit and consciousness. The physical body is what God needs to make what? Human. He give you this so you can figure it out for yourself. He give you the life. I had a phrase when I was back in the day. Now you go and you travel, you see the little signs. This one, I'll never forget that one. Life is God's gift to man. The spirit, he gives us that. What you do with it, I never put them 2 together, but I love the phrase. Now I understand the phrase 50 years later. Okay, so watch this. Life is God's gift to you. What you do with it is your gift to him. Why? Because he gave you something pure. He ain't going to get it back until what is purified. That's the whole life experience here on earth. It fits perfect. Why? It went over my head, but I understood it from a different perspective. Now I got a better perspective. If I know myself, if I live and do right, my heart at judgment day will be light as a feather. That means my spirit, who I know I am, goes back home to. I can roll with that. Why? It makes sense to me. So count me in, okay? You lay the rules out for me. You give me the rules. You give me the. I made the decision if I want to play or not. Count me in, God. I'm with him. All right. That means you get self-knowledge, you live right, and you'll see for yourself there's a God. Why? Because the things that you get only going to come from him. Why? Only you and him know. He knows your heart. Moving on. And if you don't understand that, you're in the wrong place right now. Then I ain't your man. But remember, again, for all my years of studying, God is proven to be spirit. Everybody say that. That's not a question. AKA life. And consciousness. That's the part I didn't figure out. That's what I just figured out. God is consciousness. He knows all why. He put everything before we got here. He had everything laid out before we can have what we need. That's being conscious. In this body here, this thing that we got, man, it's the best thing going. And he created it. He manifested it. So we give him his props. As human beings, we have a mind, a.k.a. that's our free will. And he is so good. He said, listen, you can serve me or you can serve you. That's the choice in life. That's 50-50. When I served me, most of my early adulthood life didn't end well. He served him all his life. He didn't last long. I started serving him. Look at me now. Okay, I'm 67 years old. Look like I'm about 50. I hear people say, my man, I'm not going to argue with you, but that's how I did. If you're living right, you never look your age. Moving on. All right. But if you serve, oh no, here we go. No, I missed the whole living. Now, all human beings, free will. Okay, do you. Now, remember karma? Karma is what they call God's law. That's the first one. First law is all God is mental, again. But the next law is karma. What? You reap what you sow. He letting you know, if you do this, and if it's pleasing to me, I will bless you. You can pray all you want. You can do all, don't mean a damn thing. But if you ain't doing what's pleasing in my sight, you get nothing. But what you sow is what you get. And what you do is pleasing to God, you get blessed. If what you do pleases you, you get monetary things, pleasures of the flesh, all that. But that's not a blessing. Okay? And again, from my personal experience, okay, when you serve yourself, you get monetary things, you get pleasures, you get all that good stuff, but it don't last. God is everlasting. I know what immortality means now. I know what infinite means now. Why? I'm connected to it. So I understand it a lot better than when those who not and don't understand. That's my point. Being ignorant of something, he can't help you. But if you serve God, the God of your understanding, my man said the God of whatever, but whatever you call him, if you serve him, the God that I serve, what? Blesses me. What? For the good deeds that I do when? Daily. You gotta put a weekend when you're serving God. No, you're paid on what? I'm put a weekend in the hole. No. From day one, you start working. You start doing right, you start getting blessings. I laugh because me and my pastor talk every day about what? The blessings. And we walk two different paths. But we get the same thing. What? Blessing for what? Actions in the path that we choose to walk and how we choose to walk it. Respect. Heart, mind, ignorance is the number one kicker. And when you don't know your higher self, a.k.a. God, and a lot of people, I believe in God, no, I don't give a damn what you believe. Do you know God for yourself? That should be the question now. All that belief, man, y'all beat and believe to death. Tired of that. Get past it. And that's our number one problem. What? Believing. As bad people, we love to believe. Put some work in. Some study time. Read up. Spend some time learning something other than believing what somebody tell you. How you think, where they got the information from? Find out what they getting it from and see, go to the source. Okay? I'm like Frank Lucas. When he wanted to sell the best drug, he went to the source. What I want to get my best message across, I went to found God. Why? I got something to back me up now, where I can do what I need to do. I know he got me covered. Why? If you do the things I instruct you to do, he'll take care of the rest. That's my job, to get you to him so you find out for yourself. That's why I do what I do for you. What? To do you, and you'll get the blessings too. You can't get my blessings. I can't earn your blessings. Moving on, I got my own. I want you to get your own. And there's a bunch of people who are doing just that. So I love that. Not knowing or having an idea who we are as a people is our number one problem. We don't know ourselves. But stop. And stop arguing the point and goddamn it, listen for it and try to do something about it. Prove me wrong. Who are you? I'm a J Ford. I want to mention the yacht. Yeah, it's like I figured. Numbnuts. Me being a teacher of self-knowledge after acquiring it myself first, aka learning spiritual truths. I'm only doing what I'm doing to what help you do the same thing too. That's all I got for you. I'm not here to do a whole bunch of other. No, I'm telling you straightforward. This is what I do. Moving on. And it's for you. I got mine. When you got yours, then you help somebody else out. If you mastered your life, if you got your stuff under control, then you can advise others. Other than that, shut the hell up and get your own stuff together. Then you got the right to do the same thing I do. Try to help others. Well, I got mine. I mastered me. I know me. I got me covered. Moving on. Let me wrap this up. Lack of heart, mind, coherence, aka knowledge of self, okay, is what? Is the true definition of ignorance. Self-ignorance. We are ignorant because we don't know. That don't mean you're stupid, dumb. It just means you don't know. But you can change ignorance with knowledge. Now you know. You rather be a believer? No. When I say heart, mind, coherence, I ask people, they say, what the hell is that? Let's not get in the car. I'm here every day to help you understand what that is. So telling you about it in won't work. So I got cars now. I got a bunch of them. I just every now. But how about this? I'm pick and choosy about that. Make me prejudice certain people. I won't even offer a car to. Why? It's wasting my time. They call throwaway. Back in the day, throwaway. Why? People, man, it's throwaway. My cars is important. Okay, I don't want to just throw it away. I want you to use it. So I pick and choose what I think will do that. And being a good, judge of people, I pretty do all right. Numbers ain't jumping out the window, but it's all good. Remember, I ain't what I do it for. Again, with this wrapping it up, lack of self-knowledge is our number one problem, okay? And that's who I'm fighting every day. What? With knowledge. You beat ignorance with what? Knowledge. You beat light, you give darkness with light. I'm just trying to do all those things to counteract what the problem is. So I'm here doing my job to what? To try to solve the problem. We all know the problem. What you doing about it? Knowing it is just 50%. Okay? That's half the problem. Okay, you know it. You know what you're going to do. That's the other half. And heart, mind. Heart is spirit. Mind, again, is the matter of man. Okay? Oh, I missed something. Okay, heart, mind, coherence is my way of saying the heart and mind coming together as one. There's no confusion in what I think, how I feel, and what I do. Why? They're on the same accord. They're connected as one now. They function as one. I'm not conflicted. I don't let my emotions dictate my actions. Okay? Those things you got to have control over. That's self-mastery. Moving on. Talking about it, knowing about it don't mean jack. Doing it. That's what people will see. That's what God recognizes. Okay? Deeds. Heart, mind, coherence. That's why the spirit I live. But your heart, which is a spirit, mind, which is matter, and together they make God known to you as an individual. That's what you use it for. That's what you come here for. Oh, no, y'all ready to come have fun, shake your butt, make a bunch of money, act the fool. Well, you'll be back. Don't worry. This is the devil's domain. This is hell. When the body ceases this, they can put it in the ground. It's going to go back to where it comes from, molecules, element, all that stuff. But the spirit goes on. If it's not conscious, meaning you didn't wake it up, then your consciousness is over. Who you are, what you are, no longer will exist. That's called double death. You try to avoid that. And Egyptians all tried to do just that, avoid dying twice. Meaning, without knowledge of self. You want to know who you are before you die. Why? That's the only way you get to the afterlife. That's why. Conceptually, it's all laid out. That was our belief system. And it was called basic instructions before leaving Earth. They knew the spirit and the consciousness will be going somewhere else, either together or separate. Moving on. Wrapping it up. I tell you, God uses what? Telepathy. It's all mental. The first law is the world, everything is mental. The universe is mind, all mind, is all mental. Why? It grows on its own. It has its own way of doing things, and that's God. And when you commune with him, it's all done up here. Hope you got the concept. Through your what? Oh, my favorite, the third eye. This is your pineal gland. Oh, you didn't know that? Man, I thought, if you didn't understand this, you get to use. I got 3,000 videos. You need to go back and check if you why. I've been doing this for a long time. That's my point. And if you ain't got that part, you need to go back. Why? I'm way past that. That was elementary. Moving on. Let's go. And when God recognizes you, connects you with what? Through your pineal gland, that's what we call God's transmitter. That's the key. That little piece in the back, that's what God, from here, that pineal gland, once you made that connection, woo-hoo, that's ding, 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 jackpot. Now you have what? Reached the knowledge of self. You got connection to God firsthand, personally, and everybody had the same opportunity. 9 billion people, there's 9 billion ways to connect to God. It's all inside you. All you got to do is figure it out. My job is to help you do just that. And that's what I'm here doing what I do for you. Right now, I got to go. And in closing, right there, this, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. And I really want to live to be 100. But I take the day minus to know that my right thing has never passed away. So I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy teaching you. I'll be back.